Hey guys, it's Stacy and today I'm here to do my most disappointing books of 2016. This video is a little late, I know, but I am ready to film it. I have a list of the books I pretty much hated in 2016. I'm sorry if you like these books. Nothing against you, it's just these books were not my favorite things in the world, so don't kill me if I say your favorite book. So the first book that I have on here is The Assassin's Game by the author, I don't even remember. I DNF'd this book. I don't even know if I can really put it on this list since I DNF'd it at like 60 pages in because the writing was ridiculous and like the dialogue was ridiculous, like the way the characters talk to each other. Like if it is so childish, the way they sounded, like they whined the whole time. I did not like it, so I DNF'd it at 60 pages. I'm still gonna put it on this list because I literally could not stand it. The next book is Half Bad by Sally Green. I know it's a lot of people's one of their favorite trilogies or whatever, and I was confused for a lot of the book. Like it went back and forth from the main character's past to the present, and he was weird, and I don't know. If I finish this book series, I will probably finish it from the library, but I don't know if I will because I was really confused. And then I thought the love interest was not working for that at all. I didn't like it at all. It was just meh to me. Like there was some parts that were interesting, but others it was just like, what the fuck is going on? Because you got no explanation and you just got shot into the past whenever, and it irritated me as well. The next book is Conversion by Catherine Howe. I hated that book. Like I hate it with a passion. Like the only redeeming quality was the female friendships, because they weren't backstabbing each other, they were actually friends. But there was also a teacher-student romance. I don't care if the student is 18. If she is still in high school and he is still a teacher, it's weird, it's wrong, and it should not happen. Not in a book. I don't care if she's about to graduate. She is still in school and that is still her teacher. Like, I get so heated about these types of things. Like, I hate student-teacher relationships. I hate them in books, TV shows, movies. I think it's wrong, and that pissed me off. And then the way this book was sold on like the blurb was that it was all about the Salem witch trials coming back, blah blah blah. It had nothing to do with that for the majority of the book. Like, you didn't find out about that till like the very last few chapters, and it like out of the blue, like, oh, it has to do with the Salem witch trials, oh my god. And then it was like, oh well, who cares, I'm fucking my teacher. That's what that was, and it was just so, ugh, girl, no. This next one I'm probably gonna get a lot of crap for, but it was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I get why everybody likes this book, but the writing was so clunky and so like slow, and I just felt like it was info dump after info dump, and I didn't like it. And the romance was weird. Like, you know, it's weird, like she's old enough to be like his grandmother. I didn't like it, and I was gonna read the second book. I think I read the first 3 pages. It was like, I don't really care at all, so I gave the books back to my sister, and I gave a generous rating to that book, but really it's probably a 1-star book for me, but I gave it a 2-star. I don't know why. I think I didn't like it, and it was like so clunky and so wordy, and I just did not like that book. The next book is Asylum by Madeline Rocks, I think it is. It was an alright book. I will probably just borrow the books from my sister to finish the series because I do want to know what happens. But like, I had such a problem with that book, and I don't know why. It just did not sit well with me. And I liked the plot and the story, but the characters were so like one-dimensional piece of paper thin, had no depth, and the main character was manipulative to his so-called best friends, and it was just not what I liked, and I didn't like it. The next book is The Angel Experiment by James Patterson. It was an alright book, but it's very childish, and it's marketed for children. It should be like middle schoolers, preteens, freshmen. If I had read this when I was younger, I probably would have really loved it. It probably would have been one of my favorite series, but when I read it now, I regret buying that $12 paperback book because I just got rid of it because right after I read it I was like, I'm not gonna finish this series. I don't care. It was weird. A lot happened. I'm gonna watch the movie though. The movie looks kind of cool, so I'm gonna watch the movie. But I don't care about the book. I don't care about the whole series. Pretty sure, isn't James Patterson one of the authors that like has ghostwriters for everything? Because he publishes like 4 or 5 books like a month. Like, is he one of those? I don't know. I don't care. Not gonna finish it. This last one, I was actually really disappointed by, even though I had a lot of high expectations for it, even though I had never heard anything about it before. But that was Orleans by Sherry L. Smith. I had a lot of expectations for this book for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess because the synopsis was really cool. It's this apocalyptic world where there's people on the outside where they kind of live normally, but then there's like the other side of the fence. And this book, had some aspects, like, the thing is, there was no race or sexuality or gender, any types of stereotypes in this book. There were no like racism or homophobic or sexist in it, because I think that was like kind of the point. Like, there were like the upper class people and then the people who lived in this like jungle forest dying place thing. But I don't even know why I didn't like this book. It was just so like, ugh, it frustrated me, and I think it might have been the characters. I don't really remember. I read it at the beginning of the year, but I did not like it, and I had such high expectations for this book. Like, I wanted to love it because her other book, Fly Girl, has a lot of hype and good reviews and stuff, so I had a lot of expectations for it, but it let me down, and I was just like, I can't stand these characters. What the fuck? There should be a duology at least, because I need to know what happens after that ending. Like, if there would have been a second book, I would have read it, because the ending ended so weirdly. Like, there's a baby involved as well, and like that's all they care about. And I don't know, I felt like this book had no point. Like, where the characters were going and stuff, it just had no point for me. So those are all the books that I was disappointed with in 2016. Again, I'm sorry if these are some of your favorite books, or if you, comment some of most of your disappointing books in 2016, and comment if you've agreed with me on any of these, and I guess I will see you guys in another video.